Hello. Okay. Post in the Discord. Okay. There we go. So, hang on. Might as well post in the Jai Discord as well, I think. Haven't posted there in quite a while. All right. Okay, so this weekend or something, or Friday or something, what did I do? I finished the funnel algorithm. There was just one issue with it that I fixed where it wasn't checking for, like, I guess collinear points or something it's called. And that's fixed. And so then I also, last time I tried to get AmGUI working and it did not work correctly. And because my game now uses all of the texture slots and it uses like all types of textures, and the AmGUI code I wrote only restored normal 2D textures. And so that was what was fucking it up. It had to restore all types of textures. So, and I also made this map. Spent like 3 hours doing this. Today, I'll hook up the nav mesh so it can move with flags. And so here are the flags. This is going to be interesting. So I don't think I so much care about weights. I don't know. Okay, well, hang on. First of all, how should this work? So in the editor, you have your state. I want to convert this to a new editor type, but I have to do it for both levels. Okay, this is fine. Old. You have editor state, and then I want editor. Do I want this stuff here? Honestly, no. I don't even want editor state here. This goes out now. Okay. So this is new. I'll also explicitly say new. And then each polygon needs to have information being weight, which is probably just an S8 or U8 even. Right? Surely U8 is good enough, right? I think so. U8's probably good enough for a weight. But there's kind of also no point. So U32. Weight and flags. U64 can be fine. I feel like these all should most likely be U64. Let me see how much stuff that just probably fucked up. Okay. Other music. There's not really much other music. Whatever. We'll just listen to this. Yeah, so I mean, this is not right, right? Values. Now it's. I mean, you can just cast it. Yeah, actually, you can. Kind of. We'll see what happens. It's going to complain about a bunch of stuff. 556. This thing, yeah, maybe I shouldn't change that. No, wait, that's a weight. No, it's an S32. Wait, and then I said it is a. Well, wait, it's a U32. So I'll say U32 max. That'll probably work. Let's see. Oh, wait, I was also gonna. Wait, one more thing. This is completely unrelated to code. I was gonna put one of my little characters from one of my games on my stream. I have to find the character sprite sheet and make it maybe an A sprite. I have an A sprite scene? No. Alright, well, hang on. How should I do this? You duplicate. Copy, paste, duplicate. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I don't know how to find this. Guess here? This I don't know, hang on. Oh boy, is this actually going to be hard to do? Oh, I only need one animation. I'll just do this 330. That won't work. Maybe. Land. Idle. None of the others seem useful. Hey, whatever you're doing, you should rewrite in PHP. That sounds very hard. Is this how you do it? I haven't done this in so fucking long. Import sprite sheet? I think so. I don't know if this divides evenly. This is 508, okay. 508, 50, oh, it's just not. Okay, 509, 10, 11, 12. There we go. That'll work. Maybe. Export sprite sheet. Just jumping around. Good luck, sir. Thanks, man. I want to export. I don't know. GIF, I guess. No. Well, whatever. The fuck is GIF? There. Okay, let's see. This one. Add image. This. It's too fast, is it not? I'm too big. It's too fast. How do you change the speed? I don't remember. Properties. Okay. Oh wait, it already updated. Okay, good enough. There we go, that's all it's gonna do. I'll have to actually change it later to add like talking or something. That seems fine. Okay, now what I was actually doing, let's close Photoshop. I need to make it so that I was fixing the compile errors. After fixing the compile errors, I need to make it so you can add flags. That is important. You are not allowed. We'll have to do that to S64. And that should work now, maybe. No, that to S64. Okay. Still no, huh? It's a U64. And if it's 62 bits into... Is it? Current weight is a U32. Okay. Okay, that's fine. One, three, six, five. Yeah, so this is the main problem. It wants a U64, and technically, I'm just gonna make a new array. Like, I can actually technically cast it, but I don't think I should. Is cast a U64 of enum info values that are in index. Okay. Nope, not okay. Took a while. 1426. Ah. This is new. Editor. When you load the editor, which is what I need to do, it's actually loading editor old. This is temporary. And then editor stuff. Okay, so we have polygon old and we have polygon new. Yeah, this will work. Flags though, that being, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think it really messes up the padding that badly if it's a U64. It's probably okay. Probably. Okay, so the thing old has old, new, yeah, new is new. Okay. So we're gonna have to reconstruct all the polygons. This is all temporary shitcode. I think that. Polygons. How does this? Okay, you have polygons, and you were adding polygon new, but polygon new, it needs to have the correct points. I think it's called points. And then same with count. And then flag stays as nothing. Weight is 1. Which probably should just be defaulted. Or so I have this backwards. Okay. Weight 1. That looks so weird, man. don't know, no matter what I do, it looks weird, dumb. Okay. Editor. Is surely editor new? Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll basically be it. And then lastly, everything that's editor state has to change to just state. Okay. Maybe good? And then, though, this is only going to work one time. Let me be sure I've committed. Yeah, well, nothing changed. Okay, hang on. The problem with serialized data formats. Gonna try to fix the serialized format to include weight and flags. Let me double check it one time. I guess. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, one more thing I did forget. When you save, wait, no, that's right. When you save, it saves editor. Okay. That mesh polygon builder makes sense. I'm just gonna change the name of this. That new should be just the old one, whatever, it's this. Okay, if it loads correctly, then serializing it should work. And then I can go to the other map. Okay, that looks good. I'm safe. It is overwritten.
The gates
Exit.
are opening soon.
Now, and now I have to do the other one I have, which is mountain map. Go to a different playlist somehow. Or to skip. Okay, now mountain map should have the old. There we go. I've saved. All right, they're both saved. They should both be saved. Go back to grass map. I can get rid of these, but really I probably want to move them into their own thing. Okay. That's the update code. Now it should just work though, right? I think so. Hi, you created your own engine? Yep, that's right. The game is made from scratch. Thanks for the follow. Except the physics was previously from scratch and now it's not. Okay. This works. This is the wrong map though. But yeah, the new serialized thing works. Restart the server, which doesn't want to restart, so fuck you, Windows. Okay. Now I have to actually now add the functionality for editing. I don't really know. Weights? What's the, yeah, weights is definitely going to be the easiest. I'll start with weights. I have to do both, so might as well do weights. Although what I want to do, I think like basically all of this code editor state is not really right anymore. Fuck, what do I do? It's fine, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Like this update code is, it's probably fair to say this is specific to creating a polygon. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have update, and then we're gonna have update. This one is polygons. Then if mode, these. Okay, polygons. From there, we are updating, creating polygons, which will be like the default mode probably. Now weights. And then state then is actually extremely specific to polygon state. Editor polygon state. Polygons? That's so weird. Editor state polygons. Maybe that's maybe less stupid. Maybe. Okay, anyways. I can probably just grab all of these. So far, yes. Why is it not grabbing them now? I broke it. No, whatever. Okay, so it's polygon state. Last state. Okay, that might be okay now. Might as well put that with you. All right, and now we go edit weights. All right, this will do something, but also then, actually, how is this gonna work? So this render code prepares the draws, and then it passes it into draw. Oh, hey, new mascot. Yeah, we'll see. So this is art I had commissioned for my other game, and so I have more animations than this, but I forgot to do it before stream. So I might hook up my old thing to this and have it like move around as I talk or something. I think it kind of makes more sense since it's actual art that was made for my game. But yeah, we'll see. I'll probably also use the frog or something. Needs to be a mascot again. Draw triangles, colors, and that includes the triangles you prepared with colors. Okay. Maybe you could use a goblin to keep in a theme. I do not have any animated, well-made 2D goblins. They're all 3D, so not really. I am not very sure what to do about this. I mean, it should be a lot easier. Okay, what I'll probably do... Nav, mesh, editor. You also probably say if complete mode. Same thing. Render polygons. Render weights. And then all this code is going to go into render. Well, that's what render is then. Hang on. Polygons. Okay, and then you kind of just copy probably fucking everything. Weights. I think I don't need probably all of this just about. Don't need that. Don't need color seed, but I can. Might as well. In fact, that can just go here. Thickness is just 0.02 now then. None of this. None of this. None of this. Yes, this. Yes, this too. Okay. None of this. And set line, set triangle colors. Okay. Yeah, this will work. I guess. Okay. So now, although this stuff, I guess, should it go up there? Seems like it to me. Like that. Alright, so when you're drawing this now, the whole point is the color becomes based on the current weight. Okay, and the way I want to do this is you have like a weight mode or something. I wonder if I actually track that though. Weight mode, I actually do. So if there's two things, right? There's all weights and same weights. So here's kind of the plan. Where would this go? Based on the weight of the polygon, I'm going to render one of two things. Actually, the color's only decided in one single spot, so this is not that hard. Really. Okay, So the color of the weight. How the fuck should this work? I'm just gonna do no, grayscale might be hard to look at. Photoshop, come to me. Okay. Picking some colors. So blue, blue makes sense. So I'll do initially. Yeah, we'll have to do like white. So if weight mode is again complete, and this is, I forgot. All weights and then same weights, that order. All weights is actually very fucking different. Okay, max weight. If weight mode is all weights, we go through every polygon. Max weight is max weight polygon weight. That is not float. Okay. So if it's all weights, we're gonna color it based on the max weights. I guess this is fine. So min color, we can do maybe individual. It's right. What is, no, we can't. Fuck. Okay. Min color then is a vector 3. Okay, that's your min weight color. Max color is probably should be like something more standoutish. 36, 146, 215. To what? 215. Max color. All right. So weight color become min color plus max color minus min color multiplied by how far into the weight you are. Also, the polygon has the same weight throughout the whole thing. Previously, then, the RGB was, yeah, vector 3, so good. So polygon weight, I guess I'll just treat min weight as 0, actually. So this. Maybe that'll work. You stand, hey, what happened to Mr. Goblin? Mr. Goblin. Oh, well, wait, that's been gone forever. But this is just new thing. This is gonna change again pretty soon. Congrats on the Steam page, you stance. Woohoo! How's that going? You're gonna start marketing? Yay, marketing. If polygon weight is current weight. I just added some GIFs and pictures into the description. Yep. That's probably important. Okay, this will work. Also, maybe the min color should actually be like darker gray? 185? The game's looking good though. It's pretty far along, right? Do you know when you want to release your game? Also, yes, need to force my teammates to post on X Blue Sky Reddit. Welcome to hell. Am I done with this? Can I... No, not yet. I have to be able to update weights. Fuck. Well, I can see what it looks like. It should just be all gray. Or actually, it should be all blue? I don't know. After return, editor state undefined editor. What? How many people are working on the game? I thought it was just you. If you find a marketing related thing that seems marginally useful, then tell me. Me, artist, sound designer, sure. Like, from my experience, posting on Blue Sky X, Reddit, just doesn't help. Reddit kinda did, but Reddit is like impossible to post on yourself, right? Min color. So I don't know what you do about that. Like if you post your own game on Reddit, even if you're a solo developer working on it for like no money, people get so pissed. Self-promotion. Okay, go to weight mode and everything is blue. Okay. Why did this make it less
The
laggy?
gates are opening soon.
Huh?
Prepare to rescue our princess.
Fucking oh, because the update method's laggy. Yeah, I hate it, but there are ways people do
Get
it,
to
so there's
work,
hope.
goblins.
Okay, well, tell me what you figure out. I've given up. Okay, here we go. Also, maybe then actually the weight should be -1. That makes the most sense. Max weight then is 1, so this is 0/1, so it becomes min color, which is white. Okay. Now, now we update. Now we update. And then we go through all the polygons, I guess. And if you clicked snap, okay, how's this gonna work? I guess get the snap polygon. Yeah, like this. Just like that, kinda. Okay. This should be, though, below update polygons, because that's the order of it. If you click find the nearest polygon, I guess, and then if you found the polygon, you update its weight. And then, this is kind of stupid. If you can do this, this really can be a pointer. I think. Is that gonna really, really fuck everything up a lot, maybe? Seems like it shouldn't. It could. There's 2 fucking methods? Okay, you know what? Oh, it's not a pointer. I changed my mind. It's not a pointer. We'll just do this dumb shit. If this guy dereferenced is the polygon, then editor polygon weight becomes current weight. That's it, I guess. This might be laggy again. No, wait, it won't be. However, we'll see.
Help me!
Help me! Wait, and so I need to make the water in the nav grid had a weight of like 8 or something.
To rescue our princess.
Click. Hey, clicking's not working. Oh, it had to. Okay. It has to do, I think, with current point. Am I wrong? I am apparently wrong. You create a ray from the camera, which it does, and then it gets the polygon ray distance, and that's it. Unless this is what I'm using? Nope. Fuck. What do I do? I think this stuff, raw point, last point, current point, I think that should happen always. But, oh, I'm not actually updating the function. That would explain why it's not working. And then, hang on. Current point needs to be rendered. I don't believe I'm doing that anymore. Oh, I am. Did not know that. Why is there a walking cat instead of a fugly talking dog creature? We're changing it up, but the cat might be talking soon. Click.
The gates are
Wait,
opening
8.
soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Click. Yay. Also, not click, but just mouse down. Okay, that's important.
Get to work, goblins.
Not click, but just mouse down. The cat might talk soon, though. And then there's going to be some other stuff that happens. Like maybe right click just samples. That makes sense, right? If you right click it samples. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. If delta mouse right, get polygon. If polygon found, current weight is polygon weight. And I don't know how to save. I guess you have to manually save. So I want same weights.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Ah, I get it. 1, 1. Okay, that makes sense. 8. Now I'm weight painting.
Get to work, goblins.
Yeah, this will work. What's up, Orshi? I need to fix my camera movement. It's too... Okay. Nav save, first of all. My camera movement is too... not frictiony or something. Or that, I guess. Speed. Oh. Okay, well then what is acceleration? What? Just everything's just too small then, I guess. Not much better, man. Just finished up work. Nice. Ooh. Weights. Did it save the weights? It did. Same weights.
The gates
8.
are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
And let's try sample. Sample. Nice. Also, need to
Get
fix
to
my
work,
crippling
goblins.
Marvel's addiction and start streaming development instead to get those sweet, sweet additional 50 wish lists. Do you stream Marvel Rivals? I've been playing Marvel Rivals quite a bit. What rank are you, Marvel Rivals? I don't really understand why it's better than Overwatch, but it is. Celestial 3. Damn. Well, I was Diamond. I'm Platinum 1 again. Is it true that getting up to Celestial or like into GM, I guess, is basically just playtime? I don't understand how that could be true. Although I do get like 28 whatever LP per win, like minus 20 per loss, but still. Yep, how could that be though? Like you still just lose, like gain and lose per win and loss, right? Okay, that's kind of all I want to do with the weights. I guess I'm done. If you have 50 win weight rate, you will get there. Really? But yeah, it's minus 19 plus 22, etc. But like, is that not because you're performing well? I don't actually know. Man, I've been mainly solo queuing though. Like when I don't solo queue, it's so fucking easy to win. But when you solo queue, it's so miserable. Like, if you go into it with the mindset of wanting to win, it's so miserable because you just don't. It's literally like 50% chance with a slight skew. Okay, I'm probably done with weights. I don't know what else to do. Like that's all the weights, right? Just don't go in the water. I was stuck there for some time. Diamond Plat's also horrible. Yeah. I mean, I think you legitimately just have to play the game without the mindset of wanting to win, I think. Are you solo queuing or are you group queuing? It's actually insane they allow like 4-man stacks, 6-man stacks, whatever, into like celestial whatever. Solo queue, yeah. That's miserable, man. Now I'm safe. The color is not strong enough. I don't like this color I picked. Maybe we go like purple, pink. One more thing. All right, 188, 12, 220. I did that wrong. It gets better the higher you are. People actually communicate more on higher ranks. Huh. All right, this is good. Now, actually, I'm gonna take a short break and get a snack real quick, and then I'm gonna. So the weight painting is done, and now I have to do flag painting. Let me launch it again, and I'll take like 2-minute break. I don't know what to get though. Or just get a fruit. Okay, be right back. I'm back. I got a banana. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Flags. So, there's two types of flags, is what I decided on randomly this last weekend. There's level flags, and there's level flags and editor flags. And so, what I'm gonna do, if you click an editor flag, then your level flag becomes none, and vice versa. I could do this better. Yeah, let's do it better. Okay. All you have to do... Is this the render method? It doesn't matter. Right here. If... Actually, you don't know which one you clicked on. So never mind. Can't do it better. Alright, that'll do it. Now you can only be setting one type of flag at a time. Okay. And it's gonna be, I guess, the same. How do you want to visualize it, though? So it's gonna be... You, like, when you're... I think no matter if you're adding, removing, or setting... Yeah, you're just gonna have two colors, like, on and off. Pretty sure. So we'll render it first of all. So render flags. Man, this code is kind of not good that I keep copying and pasting 100 lines of code. Oh well. So the... So required flags is if flag mode, probably. No, I guess not. If editor flag mode exists, then it's editor flags? Current editor flags. Aww. Okay, I guess. Current flags. Maybe. Okay, there is another problem. Oh no. These are my flags, but then I need like editor flags and level flags. I'm so fucked. So now I have to convert all this stuff again. Man. But now it's this. It's changed, right? And it's flags. Damn it. There's no flags currently, so I'll just save it, and it should just work with wait. Very dumb. All right, let's go ahead and convert it. Forgot there's two types of flags. I wonder if there even are two types of flags. That's what it seems like to me right now. Okay. There could be one. Okay. Okay. Wait, not yet. Now, none of this. This again. Okay. It should be not fucked up again. It's serialized with the correct struct things. Everyone's happy, right? Yep. Alright, now for the flag rendering. Oh boy. Where does this go? So these are the required flags based on what edit mode you're inside of. This is not what you do. Yeah. And so your flag color, we'll call this, I don't know what to call it. None match. Makes sense to me, I guess. So if the flag mode is, I guess we can complete again. Okay, something I don't remember at all. And there's two, of course. Okay, fuck. None set add remove. Okay. I'm gonna change the names of these. It's not really flag mode, it's probably level flag mode. That's how it should be. And then it's not flag values, it's a level flag values. There's one more, I think. I don't remember what. Oh, current flags. That one. Current level flags. Okay. So now I can say flag mode is... That'll work, probably. So, complete the actual flag mode, and if it is... I have to add none for no reason. If it's none, it just becomes none color, probably. Otherwise, if it's set, then... I guess I can say flag color is polygon. Ah, fuck you. Man. You still don't know. You have to do this depending on what the polygon flag mode is. At this point, instead of doing one more if X, I think I should just do the if statement here. Pretty fucking sure. Well, if editor flag mode, then you switch on editor flag mode and then you set it. Nah. Polygon editor flags. Is that right? guess so. Okay. So now, if it's set, then it would be if polygon flags is exactly required flags, then match color. Otherwise, non-color. If it's add remove, if this thing and this thing, which might implicitly be a Boolean, I don't know, then okay, everyone's happy, I guess. Okay, so wait, I did not think about this.
The gates.
You can have both of them be not on or whatever. Wait, that's it though. Otherwise it stays 0. Yep. Go again. Nope, this one's wrong. Okay. Go again. Except I might as well actually do the logic. The logic. What the fuck is this? Oh, I get it. Update flags. It's going to be very similar to this. So if you are, it's actually probably exactly the same as this. Actually. I can just get your required flags again. Maybe I should have a function for this at this point. Okay. So you clicked, you found a polygon, you have to do some stuff. Like flag mode, I guess. Okay, so if you're setting them, then this thing, fuck, and I can't, I mean, I could do the weird if-x on the polygon thing here, but I don't think I should. So what happened to your talking goblins? It went away like a month ago, but this is a new thing. This is gonna change also really soon. Maybe I should have actually done this correctly before I started to stream, because you're like the third person to ask. Maybe I should have fixed it. We will just switch on both flag modes. This makes sense to me. Okay, Switch on both flag modes. We miss him. Well, you'll get a talking, expensive frog soon, probably. Editor, polygon, editor flags. If it's set, it literally just becomes current editor flags. A very expensive talking frog. Otherwise, you, wait, this one you need to be able to remove, so... Okay, I'm gonna change one more thing to make the controls consistent. This is actually gonna be delta middle mouse to copy weights, I think. I wonder what happens. So I'm gonna have like a right click mode. Else if mouse down right. And this is delta middle mouse, which isn't actually middle, but this is gonna remove the flags, but removing doesn't really have any concept in set mode, does it? I don't know. I think no. So it'll do nothing. And that hands it together with not that. Is this gonna work? Is that a U64? It is a U64. It'll probably work. So now... if editor flag mode current editor flags becomes polygon editor flags, else if level flag mode okay, that will do that. Then I need to level flag. Maybe I should have gotten a pointer to this specific type of polygon flag, I don't know. Okay, that's it for flags. Except because you can add or remove, I think... Thanks for the follow. I think when you're rendering flags... Yeah, it's gonna be like this. If polygon flags and required flags. Wait, how the fuck do you do this? Hang on. This is also not right, by the way. It's not if you... This is saying if you have any of them. So I guess you would do this if polygon flags and required flags becomes required flags. If you have all of them. Isn't that what that means? Pretty sure. If you have all the collisions. Flag color is match color. Otherwise, if you have like some of them, some color. Okay, let's figure out what this needs to be. So it goes from like gray to like orange. It's orange something. 214, 165, 107. 65, one what? 107. Otherwise, you match none. Okay. Pretty sure I did that right. Let's see. I don't have that many flags right now to begin with. Okay.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our
I
princess.
did forget about one way, but one way, set, click. Okay.
Get to work, goblins.
That's a one way. That's a one way. That might be the only one ways so far in this level. Okay, so now that's editor. If I go here, set to none. They're all none, so they all match. Red door. This is a red door. Okay. Blue door. It's working. That's a blue door. This map has no objectives. It has no long jumps that I know of. I guess that could be a long jump technically, but eh. Actually, it could be. But that's a... I don't know. I don't care right now. Jump. Okay, jump is fucking huge. So I can try add here. Oh. Okay. That's a jump. I kind of want to see... So if I like say... If I pretend this is a blue objective... Why did that become gray? Because that's a blue objective, right? But not a jump? Yeah. But that one... Huh? Oh, that one is both jump and red objective. That's weird. Okay, click, click. I think clicking on that is actually affecting my clicks. I'm pretty fucking sure. Whatever. All right. It seemed like it worked. Yeah, like, okay, I needed to not do that. That's very important. Nav save. How the fuck do I do that? Gameplay scene maybe. Set inputs. And then you would get, when you middle mouse, it disconnects debug commands. That get mouse capture or something, or captured, I don't know. You can do it. Get mouse capture. So if the mouse is captured, so you're only allowed to do the mouse stuff, which I don't even remember what the purpose of shift was, but I'll include that. All this is only if captured. That'll be fine. That should make it not do this clicking shit. Let's see.
Save me!
The
Jump.
gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
You can't right click to remove with set. That's true.
Get to work, goblins.
Okay, jump, 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 jump. These are probably jumps. My mouse sensitivity, this is insanely low. Okay, hang on. I could just turn up. Like, this is like Counter-Strike sensitivity. That's 12 inches. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me fix it correctly. Let's go, champ. Hey, dealer. I don't know where that is. That's probably here. Mouse rotation, camera rotation. If you're in free physics, this 3000. Hello, player sensitivity. Yeah. I feel like it's probably because it's lagging, though. Because of all the nav mesh stuff going on that I haven't really optimized. Because I don't remember it being this bad. Okay, that's more bearable.
Soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Maybe not. That's so low. 2000. I mean, this should have just doubled the sensitivity now. Okay, yeah, that's okay.
The gates are opening.
That's like 12 inches. Okay, good enough.
Prepare to rescue our princess.
I'm not used to it now.
Get
So
to
fast.
work,
I can move now so fast. What else? Is that is a jump? Is this a jump though? Yes. I knew that. No. Okay, wait. More things have to be changed. It undid everything I just did. Because actually, why? Whatever, I don't care. I'll just be careful. When you toggle into nav mesh mode, it loads your nav mesh off disk for the first time, or no, every time you toggle. It should only be first time, probably. Is clicking lagging me? Oh, it's because it's doing a bunch of calculations. Okay. What else do you have to jump up? Probably not that, but I can't test it without saving. This is one way. It already is. Okay, it jumps. It's a jump. It's probably a jump. Don't know about this stuff. I'm just gonna say these are jumps. This one's weird as fuck. I don't even know if you can go over it this way. Whatever. That's a one way. I'll fix that later. Jump, 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 jump. Who knows? Those I didn't even finish. I should save this. Then that's a one-way. So I can... What is today's work about? Hey, today's work is setting up the metadata inside the nav mesh so that the bots can move around correctly. Jump. The one way I was thinking I'm gonna allow you to give it a direction, but actually when you're baking the nav mesh, I might just force one ways to go down. Because so far that's the only... Like so far, one ways literally only go down. And this is actually wrong, but okay. That might be everything. This is also missing some stuff, but whatever. It's not everything. Definitely, there's quite a bit of data missing. That one I'm missing from the other side, I'm pretty sure. What did I say I was missing? I don't remember now.
Gaming.
Oh, this. There's EXE. Hey, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. What were you working on? I'm doing nav mesh stuff today. That's it. Hello, hey. What was going on in your stream? I might be done with this map. That might have been everything. Although I'm definitely missing quite a lot of data, but like... Yeah. Nav mesh is my favorite. Yeah, me too. None of this looks jumpable. That's walkable, I'm pretty sure. Jump. That one I just didn't do. Okay. Good enough. Stream was good. I was working on some simple, repeatable quests. Interesting. What kind of game are you working on? How are you doing? Pretty good. I think I'm done editing this. I think. So let's just save this guy. We'll go do the other nav mesh now. Even though I don't really need to, I might as well just do it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I edited the serialized file. I think. This one. And then this one. Trying to revive an old abandoned MMORPG. Huh. Interesting. Revive as in literally that MMORPG's code? Or remaking it or something? Let's go ahead and do the doors.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Door. Door. Hey, Raphael, how's it going? What prevented you from creating the nav
Get
mesh from
to
the
work,
auto-generated nav data?
Goblins.
So so the old thing I had before was the nav grid, which did have pretty decent data in it, but I did actually think so. Ultimately, the first step was I realized I need a nav mesh and not a nav grid, or at least that was my theory. That's now basically proven true. And so it's just like way faster with having a nav mesh, it turns out, especially with how the funnel algorithm ties into it. But anyways, the data probably wasn't down to the level of detail I would have needed, but I could have made it that way. But so if I were to try and use that data to generate this, I probably would have made a whole different type of point generation system for it, where like my idea was going into it, you place one polygon and then you have a guy move around and try and increase the polygon while maintaining its convexity, and then repeat and repeat until you have a bunch of convex polygons. But ultimately, the generation part of the nav grid was what by far took the longest, so I decided this time, making the nav mesh, I was just going to do it by hand. Otherwise, I think, like this, so far I've spent about like 4 or 5 days on this, and I'm done, essentially. I think it would have taken me like 2+ weeks if I were to try and generate it. So I think the generation data was just not worth it, because doing all of this by hand, which I did, took about, like all of this took about 2 hours. So I mean, for my game, I think by hand is better. Yeah. It's a small community project, works as a mod to the original game, whole site server infrastructure built from scratch. Oh, I see. Really well. Well, so I can show you real quick. Oh, it's laggy. Okay, well, you have to do it in release mode. I'll do it over here. Why no walk monster? Yeah. This is, so I have a convexity creator thing with like my own heuristic. Yeah, it's actually kind of appealing to try and make it generated, but just the time commitment is huge. Like, boom, it generated 3 nice shapes, one of them which is fucked up. That's it. But this is probably all I need. Yeah, I like how I have this set up, and I like how everything's done here. I think if I were to do it, and if I were to reuse this system for a larger game, I would do a generator, and then I actually probably would do like a walk monster thing. Yeah, I mean, reading Casey's blog post about walk monster takes like longer than I want to spend on this project. Where are the jumps? I did mark these. Yeah, I marked those. What's next? These are jumps. Casey, just like, or like just Casey. Huh? And then you get to listen to the killing the walk monster talk. Oh no, is that a thing? What is that one about? That sounds interesting. Actually, that one. I'm assuming that means they found ways to break it. Yeah, that's where he described his revised algorithm. Oh, okay. His post was really interesting. I hadn't seen that before. I knew Witness did some crazy stuff with like... Well, actually I thought it was grids, but I guess it was nav meshes? But yeah, I knew Witness did crazy stuff with like 2D bounded movement and shapes and things. Here are the rest of the jumps. The file solution is much better and faster, but I haven't seen the talk in HS. Okay. I mean, like, generally for the nav mesh stuff I've done, I don't particularly care about speed. I also don't... How do I interpret this? I don't know. It's not a jump. Yeah, but the nav grid... I'm pretty sure if I tried to generate all this from the nav grid... I don't know, I think it would have gotten weird. That's my guess. This one is missing data. But I actually kind of have plans. Oh, is that the actual talk? Chrome? Oh. God. Okay, I'll watch that off stream. Man, Chrome is so shit. It actually froze my computer. I have plans to do something like... It's like I have all these little points that are technically walkable, but the guy doesn't know about it. Like on top of this. So I actually probably will do a mini tiny physics-based walk monster-y algorithm. And you'll click on top of this and it'll spawn a little guy and he'll like slowly move around until it finds the valid points. And then it'll... I guess it'll take your point cloud, convert it to as few triangles as it can, and then use my existing algorithm to make convex things from those. Like, all of this stuff is technically walkable. Like, all of these little points. So, it's gonna have to happen soon. What else is jumpable? Nothing in here, right? That's technically climbable. Right, time for bed. Keep the great work. Yeah, thanks for stopping, man. Have a good night. I will hopefully be done with this soon, and then on to actual real bot movement using real game code. Insane. Yeah, have a good night. I'm done with it right about now, probably. Just a couple more. The next thing I'll be doing is converting the builder code to accept these, Oh, this is wrong. Yeah, I'll have to fix this. I'll have to fix this in the laggy... Okay, here we go. Making a new polygon. With all the lag that comes with it. Because I need to say you can't walk into this hole because you will fall out. Like that. The tiny little sliver of allowed to walk there space. Okay, good enough. Back to flags. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have to make the builder that actually like combines this into the usable data, except the flags and the weights. That's true. How did that dragon boss turn out? Wait, hang on. Fun Rather is not a walk monster anymore, and the video case describes that how that is achieved. Oh, okay. That's definitely worth watching then, because I was legitimately planning to do a walk monster. So that's interesting. How the Dragon Boss? Dragon Boss is pretty okay. It does its job. I kind of rushed it for the purpose of recording the video, and then it turned out I read the date wrong, and the video's not due for like another month from today, actually. So Dragon Boss works and is a boss and can fight people, and you can fight him. But it probably needs to be improved a little bit. But that's it. It's not bad. Why am I missing so many? Also, why can't I click this? That's very concerning. Click. Okay, that's... I'm gonna ignore that. Let's just go on. I think I should fix up a little bit of the data. Like, I'm missing... There is something very important that I was missing. Now I don't remember what it was. This. Okay, first of all, let's save you. You, and then in my shitty 5 FPS game, I will draw my polygon. I'm trying to make it, I don't know if this matters, but I'm trying to make it so that none of the polygons wind facing down. I could imagine that will matter for something I do in the future, but I don't know. It doesn't right now. I'm doing it anyways. Okay, there. Lag is gone. Is that it? The rest of it's not jump. That's a one way I've marked. That's a door I've marked. The rest of the information I just don't really care about. That's jump. That's fucked up because I can't click on it right now for stupid reasons. Oh, this. Okay. Back we go. Here we go. Polygon. Oh god, do you actually manually draw all the nav meshes? Yes. That is what I do. So they're nice. They're nice nav meshes for the production game. Can you jump over flying rocks? You mean jump on top of them, right? You can jump on top of them, yes. And that's not marked in the nav mesh yet. But yes, you can do that. You shouldn't. There's also no reason to. But yeah, you can. What do I do about this one? See, this whole mesh is technically wrong. Nah, I'll just do it. Yeah, I think drawing nav meshes by hand is not that bad. Unless you have like some gigantic game. I don't really see why you wouldn't. There's that. Good enough. And this one then. This one you can straight up walk up. That you can jump up. Okay. That's a long jump, see? And I see I can technically do this, actually. So you would want to land something
There's
like...
1 minute left.
There's 1 minute left.
Get to work, goblins.
Here. Click, click. That's a long jump. Okay. Yeah, and technically it's both ways. Same with you. Where do you go to? This one looks longer. This one looks harder to do. You end up on the right side, so you end up
30
probably
seconds left.
the left side? Long jump. What the fuck? Rare Kuji Avatar on the bottom of Hey Evan. Yeah, I set this up real quick before I started stream, but I'm probably gonna...
4,
This is something
3,
I actually commissioned for my other game.
1.
So and it has a bunch of animations. I'm probably gonna hook up actual animations to the talking and start using game assets for my little avatar. It makes sense to me, so. Is that it? This stuff is definitely jumpable, by the way. I don't want to do too much right now, though. I think this is definitely jumpable, too. That. Oh, I just... Okay, thank God. In this very well, my beloved. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Okay. Almost done. I don't know if that's jumpable. Well, I think I'm gonna call it done. Yeah. So are there any weights? I don't think there's really anywhere you don't want to go. I think they should avoid this little plank though. So we'll make that a big number, like 16. I don't know. Besides that little plank, I think they should also avoid this, but not that strongly. But like, definitely, yeah, this is kind of a problem. They're all just gonna take this if they can, for sure. Just do 16. And there are objectives, but these are the objectives, and I can't do them yet. So, okay, I'm done. Now, see, that took 20 minutes. Not horrible. Now what? I need to actually test the pathfinding on this. Doing it on the client maybe potentially makes sense. I don't think it'd be that bad. I could do it on the client. Like, the more time that passes, the more it's kind of set up to do on the server. I don't know. You're worth this could be nothing. Hey, Soul Foam, is that you? Let's see. Yes, nice. So it might just do it. This is gonna be weird. You any like-minded people here? I don't think so. Bot manager. Okay, so for your client goblin it updates, and bot manager whatever. I don't really know how to do this. You have your pre-movement and you have, I think, your post-movement. Yeah. Okay, I guess I have to do this. Get the goblin. Input vector. So the bot has a goal. If I was a server, I would have 100% uptime because I'd be a Fat Goblin server. Wow. That's crazy. I also don't know if that's true. um, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I might still have the hack this playtest soon. Not soon. I might still have the hack this playtest eventually after I do the server security stuff. We'll see. Pre-update, man. So I mean, this is gonna move them, and it might technically maybe actually work. Maybe, probably. But like, please. Let's see how stupid this is. Oh, that's fine. I don't, though, have like a nav mesh manager. Right? It's a manager. I guess so. Here we go. Nav mesh manager, everyone's favorite. Everyone loves managers. This is probably shared pathfinding nav mesh manager. And then nav mesh manager initialize. So technically, this is going to be used on the server as well. I think I should just load one per room. That's probably the right way to do it. Supposed to be on initialize. Fat Goblins. I think there's certain things you have to do nav mesh manager in order to only use half your brain, which I think is pretty important when you're programming for like a very long time every day. He said, you think this ain't descriptive? Here you go. I'm not that sure what to do about this though. There's a reason I'm doing this. And it's not that stupid. Okay. Should get to initialize it. Why is that one a knit? And the fuck. This has to happen before level manager. Wait. Which happens in the, I don't know, packet? When you get a packet. No. Yeah, probably. I think when you get a packet, it changes your level. We'll see. And so, you can add a hook. This is a new thing. Add level change hook. I think defer kind of hurts my soul. Every time I see it, I realize, yeah, fuck that. What? Defer is great. Let's add context. Add context puts it in the context. Believe it or not. So now, where'd it go? So now inside the context, there's something called nav mesh manager, which is a pointer to nav mesh manager. That's what it is. So then I set it. So now the pointer exists. That's it. Watch me get splatting. Gaussian splatting? So you're making the struct massive with all that? No, not really. It's a pointer. Defer is amazing. Yeah, defer is good. That's just, to say it's not, it's just wrong. Defend the defer. So we have a nav, I don't know what to call this. A nav mesh, I guess. Nav mesh builder. It makes your program logic non-linear. I wouldn't use defer though for things that you really have to remember. Like, I don't know. It makes sense, man. Where did I even use it to start this conversation though? I don't remember typing that. This? Like, see, this makes sense though. You create your window and then eventually you destroy it. Like now I don't have to think about it. It's like a less stupid like deconstructor or something. It's not the worst feature ever. You could convince me it's good in like 30 seconds. Do this thing eventually just feels too spicy. It's a little spicy, I agree with that, but so just be careful, you know? Those spots exactly what I use it for? Yeah, that's basically all I use it for. There's another good case of it though. I don't exactly know how to show this. What's an example maybe? Maybe here. Album manager. I have a 4 expansion. Okay, I don't do it here. Never mind. Well, I'm sure I do it somewhere. I'm not gonna look that hard though. Efficient remove, wherever that is, should do it. I mean, this is kind of complicated. But so this is, if you call efficient removes, it gives you back this, and then the 4 expansion effectively makes this thing an iterator. And so when you defer this guy, so okay, the problem is when you insert the body of code, which is how like the 4 expansion thing works, you can continue or break or whatever, or return or whatever you want inside here. And so like you would think you just kind of put the code after this, but this code down here might literally never be reached if you continue inside your 4 expansion. And so if you defer, you can still do stuff even if you continue. So this is a very, like, if you didn't have defer here, I don't even know how you would write this. But that's one example. I've seen like defer render. Yeah, that's weird. This is an iterator in Rally. In Rally? Yeah, you lose control flow. For my language, that's exactly why I debated adding defer. Regular balance by simply having state the iterator works on. So anything that can be cleaned up into a state. That sounds, I don't know exactly what you're describing, but that sounds like potentially so much manual things. Open file, open file, close file. Huh. Instead of putting open file, close file, file loop. I still don't really understand, but that's fine. Okay, when you add the hook, if complete context something, I don't remember. Select the level. These. Basically, instead of force to defer in the iterator because the code won't clean up, I just never make something that needs cleanup in an iterator. Something needs cleaned up, it gets made outside the iterator. It's not about cleanup, actually. Okay, it's not about cleanup. It's about... So this is a really specific case, but the 4 expansion... The efficient remove keeps track of the number of things you've inserted, and it keeps track of the number of things you've checked. And if they're not aligned, then it inserts whatever the check is into the insert index. So basically, it iterates through the array, and it'll have 2 different indices for like looking up and removing. So when you remove something, it'll increment the check index and not the insert index so that it gets overwritten. So it's like an iterator that will, in one loop, remove n amount of things. So for that reason, even if you continue, it has more stuff to do at the end of the loop, no matter what, always. So it's like weird, but I mean, it might have been possible to say continue. I don't know if you can do this. Is thing, break is thing, and add like a shit ton of custom logic, but like, I don't know. Anyways, back to this. That's a very specific thing. Context. So I'm not gonna do this right now, but I'm gonna generate the nav mesh every time. I think. Yeah. Nav mesh is I don't fuck. So I need access to the editor, which I can do that. I'm gonna do this kind of stupid, but this is like making me realize this is code that has to be removed. Load the nav mesh, I think. And then this one. That's it. Now I have my nav mesh. It's kind of fucking dumb, but whatever. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm not that sure what to do. Nav mesh path find, I guess. Find path. I'm gonna have to optimize this. Yep. This is going to be relatively very inefficient. It will also not automatically do the funnel, but that's fine. And I think it might make sense to, maybe not, to track what nav mesh you're currently on. Don't know what that is. It's a lot of shit. It is going to be something like this. You have your, call it time. I already have that, presumably. It is a context, nav mesh, manager, nav mesh. I mean, that might as well then go here. And this is going to take a long ass time. Okay. Getting start. Second. Start node. End node. Getting start and end nodes took blank milliseconds. Okay. Find path. Oh yeah, I wanted to write another algorithm. Okay, well I'm not going to do that yet. If I have time in like an hour, I might. I want to do not A star, but best first search and see how much that improves the performance. So I guess I don't know how to do this then. Like, I guess I actually do want to render the whole thing. This is like, this is different. You would not normally do this. Debug path. Okay. Mesh funnel. Now mesh nodes. And you, I don't care about. What is even the point? Is this even useful? I think no. I don't know why it would be. It's just looking up into the thing. Yeah, but that's gonna make this weird. Okay, so we can just say start point. That also doesn't seem right. Well, the start point is this. I don't know if this is useful, but like, centers nav path node 0. Pretty fucking sure this is not useful. We'll see. So here is the start point, end point. Don't want you. Funnel algorithm took this, and debug path is whatever, copy that. Okay. I'm gonna render just the funnel path, which is basically this. Debug.
Work.
Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Add. I don't have an add. We have to have an add height. Sure. Render the debug path if you have one. Okay. Is that email? I see. So wherever this gets called, I will also call this, because that's actually what I'm doing. And that's, I can't just try it yet, can I? So I'm not that sure what this should return. I think it should return the nav path funnel, which is temporary allocated. And so this, the purpose of this, right, is bots. Where's the bot? So you have a bot with the position, and then path. I guess I'm gonna make them, this is like their state. I'm kind of writing all the same code again. If they're trying to rescue the princess, they go to the princess. Otherwise, if they're they run to me. Okay. So find path. You just say from and to. So from being goblin last position, search to. And I probably should have the same basic code, although it's really complicated. I could probably write it better, but it'll be very similar. Maybe not, actually, because I guess it should be here, maybe find direction. even this. So you have your path and you have your bot position, and so you kind of probably just need to move. If I do it right, which I don't think I am, you need to just move along the path for like 1 meter or something. So we'll just get the next point. That'll be good enough for maybe. It's definitely not, but well, it's fine. An input vector is probably literally an input vector, I think. Yeah. Normalize going to the path point minus your current points. I think you have no y value because it doesn't make sense. False. Swap. False. Sit. False. Battle cry. False. Okay. I can try it. I feel like it's gonna do nothing. Let's see. What did I do? Hang on. Bot manager 58. Client goblin doesn't exist. That's true. Battle cry. Spelled it wrong. And then it's complaining about 16. Nav mesh test. I think I can get rid of nav mesh test. Oh. Is that? Oh, context. No, you don't find this now. Oh boy. Crash. Without telling me where. Try to write to a null pointer. I kind of think it's this, if I had to guess. I'm pretty sure. Which is weird. Let me see what level it thinks it's reading. And if it got valid data. Okay. Why are you crashing? Select scene, it goes through the hooks and runs all the hooks. So my hook is... No, and then it is nav load it's mad about. What? Console print callback. Oh, that makes sense. I could have guessed that. There is no console print callback. Okay. That maybe happens in debug commands. Not. There it is. So these things I think should happen not here, but most likely here, even though it's kind of stupid. That's all valid, that's all valid, okay. While it's going. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Don't crash. Yay. Okay, so the nav mesh should be loaded actually. Nav mesh generation took a whole second. What the fuck? Oh, whatever. Okay, nav mesh generation's done.
Get
Man,
to work, goblins.
I don't want to spawn a bot. I know it's not going to work. Spawn bot.
Save me.
Spawn bot. Fuck, there's not even support. What is it wanting me to do? It wants a team. Red? Oh, it worked. What the
The
fuck?
enemy has breached our castle.
And he's actually going to the princess.
Defend the princess at all costs.
And, okay, so this is what I was worried about. He's exactly stuck at that point. Holy shit, would you stop? Okay, so overall though, the pathfinding did take... Okay, getting the start and end nodes takes a long ass fucking time. I need to optimize that. Finding the path was like very fast. Funnel algorithm, very fast. Okay. So I have to extremely optimize. The lookup for the navmesh nodes. The problem is I want it to be connected to the navmesh, but actually I guess it is serializable, so it can just go in here and everyone is probably happy, maybe. It seems kind of stupid. I don't know. Whatever. It's probably fine. Node tree. Bounding tree of a node is an index. S32. Okay. So you do all this shit. You have your nav mesh. Now we generate the node tree. Bounding tree 3. Oh boy.
Work.
Thanks for the follow. Great. The bounding tree 3 of S32 with initial... Okay, well, the initial capacity is actually known, I think. I'm not sure it is. Whatever. Like, I'm just gonna say the number of nodes. Even though it's a tree, so it's probably something like the number of nodes, like, times 2 minus 1. But in the worst case scenario, then it just doubles this and it's done. So that's fine, I guess. Okay, so we have our tree. Now we shove all the data into it. So go through all the nodes. Match. That's not how it works. Node from this to that, count minus 1. That's a node. And then we get all of the points. Mesh points, node 0. It's not what I meant to do. There. I'll just do this. Looks better. You start out at that guy. Whatever, nav mesh points, node count -1 from 1. Actually, I'll just go through it. It doesn't matter, right? These are the node points. This is that and max. All right, I have my bounding box and we make a proxy. Mesh node tree with the bounding box of that node and user data. User data being node. Ooh, new corner lad. Yeah, it's gonna change soon. Lots of people commented on that. I didn't think anyone would. I mesh node tree, ABB node. All right. We technically have our node tree thing. This is probably not where it should go. I don't know. Also, this guy, code of pathfinding module, has no idea what this is, so. Where should it even go? I don't know. Bounding tree? Guess. This feels so weird now. Okay, well. There's that. And now I can look up into this, but so I probably want a function like so you don't want the nearest node, you want probably whatever node you're above technically by gravity. Get for a node. I don't know if that's true. It's probably true. Okay, so we're gonna make your ABD. The problem is, oh god. Okay, wait. You're gonna have a radius of something. Something relatively large. The lower can be point minus 0. No, that's not right. Minus radius? I don't even know. Radius times 4 radius, whatever. Okay. Then you can query this thing with the bounding box. If you don't give it the stack, what the fuck does it do? Oh, it uses the tree stack, so that's meant to be for single threaded stuff, I think, then. That's fine. We'll do that. All right. So nearest Dist. Nearest node. You can have a nearest node that's 0. So while this is float 32 max, we're going to keep increasing this, eventually doubling it, and nearest iterations, whatever. We're only going to do it some amount of times. 4? I don't know. It seems like a lot. It's probably fine. Okay, so now we query the tree. For node into query of nav mesh node tree ABB. And I should probably construct this every time since the radius is changing. Makes sense to me. So I have a line at this point. I need to, maybe a line's not right. I need a ray, I'm pretty sure. Because, yeah. The ray would go from... It would go from... Maybe this isn't right. Let me look at what I have available to me. I mean, this is basically what I need, intersection simple. It also doesn't care about sign of t. This one would work pretty well. Okay. Point 0, -1, 0. Going down. This is focus, right? Yep, this is focus. Node plane. Not you. Convex polygon. I have a create plane, don't I? I think. Get plane of polygon points. Nav mesh points node. And then intersection simple. Although, oh shit. You don't actually know if wherever it hit is inside the thing. Oh man. That can be a whole second check though if you want it to be. So let's look again at convex polygon stuff. Intersects, that'll work, I guess. I'm gonna have another function where you can provide the normal, so you don't have to calculate it. Because sometimes you know it. Turn intersects. Intersects. And that'll work. So get the intersection simple of the node plane and the ray. This doesn't change. If so, this what happens when your ray is parallel to the plane normal? How does it work? Isn't that going to be divided by 0? Pretty fucking sure. Pretty fucking sure. You're gonna have bad things happen. Things are not gonna be good. I don't even know what's gonna happen then. I guess this can return a Boolean. There you go. Fixed magically. That's probably good enough. I think literally checking 0 is probably okay. There's plane hit. If node plane hit, node plane distance, node plane point, and point. If node plane dist is less than nearest dist, do that. Okay. If you did not hit though, you still do need to try and find whatever one you're nearest to, and this is expensive. Don't even know if I have the function. Damn it, I don't. I'll just do it manually. Maybe... I guess. Here's my line. And now you say, I guess I can just say no plane dist again. Okay, I can do this slightly better than, if you haven't hit, you can update node plane point to be the line intersection. True. Kind of true. You have to do all this dumb shit. Okay. Find stuff. Nearest point on a line and a point. I'm sure I have it. But it might give me back distance, so I should check. That's T. Okay. Node line point. Line and point. Actually, I can use this. I don't have to have this guy. Yep. And now, suddenly, just like that, there's no point once again. So, actually, god damn it. I'll just do this. So go through all the points, make your line wrapping around the points. Get your line distance, get your line point, get your distance from the line point to your actual start point. If that's the best thing so far, this is the node and that's the point. I think it should, yeah, it would make sense to return the starting point as well. So, because you want to know where you landed on the node, I think, most of the time. Nearest, oh, yeah, I'm just using that name. Ugh, nearest P, good enough. This is very stupid feeling. Okay. Done. Math. Yep. Math. You're still up, you stance? I think I'm done though. So this, all this mathy shit I just did should be way faster. So before, getting the starting and end nodes took 13.5 milliseconds. We'll see what it is now. First of all, I guess this should be -1. Yep. Return that. Return nearest P. Okay, here we go. So, getting the floor node, this goes here. This is this. From the nav mesh, which is a pointer now. For no reason? No, it has a reason. Okay, let's see if I did it right. 117. I'll skip this song. I wasn't planning on doing a long stream today, so after I do want the goblins to run though. Yeah, we'll see. 113. Nav mesh, nodes, count. It once in S32. Just cast it, whatever. I'm giving it an I'm giving it an S64? Oh, that's true. Skip in this song too. Alright, let's see. So I can spawn a bot, and he will be some color, I don't know. Whatever, let's just do it.
The gates are opening soon.
On
Prepare
bot,
to
red.
rescue our princess.
That, well, he's freaking out a little bit. Oh yeah. Okay, anyways. Path. Getting started in nodes took 0.5 milliseconds, down from 15. Cool. It does not exactly seem like it works though, so... I wonder why. Oh, that's not hit. Wait, what? No, that's not. Okay, this is not how it works. I'm intersecting the thing, and I'm getting my point, and whatever. But now I forgot to do this convex stuff. That's just an intersection with the plane. You have to check if that point actually lies inside the convexity of the polygon, which is just a bunch of dot products or cross products or whatever. This. Intersects. You give it the points and the normal points. Well, you might, okay, hang on. I am not sure. Something changed about planes a while ago. Planes used to have a union that gave you access to the normal. Normal. It's not normal now. That's all. Okay, there we go. Intersects the points with the plane normal and the node plane point of the intersection. This might fix it. Not that. Stop.
Help me.
Alright. Spawn bot red. Well, I mean, yeah, that's right.
Soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Oh, I didn't expect him to... Oh, he can't go out there yet. That's fine.
Get to work, goblins.
Okay. Oh, he doesn't know how to jump yet. That was not bad. Although, okay, he thinks he can long jump, so he's about to just commit suicide. He cannot long jump. But this is not bad. I'm just gonna have to tell him what he can and can't do, so. It would also make more sense if I do something like when he's finding the path. I guess in bot manager? Watch him try and jump. Yeah, well, I have to add the thing, so okay, there's quite a bit to do before that. That's the problem with bots. That's why bots are so tedious. I will let him try and suicide probably, but hang on. You have to keep iterating. Okay, there's a lot to do. First of all, this, when you get the floor node, it gives you back a point. So start node, start point, end node, end point. Okay, now I don't need these apparently, which is I don't know what to think about that. Like the A-star algorithm, or not A-star, the whatever the pathfinding algorithm, I think is only using the centers of the things. So I have two things. I can make an assumption that whatever point you pass in is actually within the triangle thing. Like, is it even using start? It's not. Start actually has no purpose, by the way. So I can just remove these. They actually, oh, they go here. Get node floor, isn't that what it is? But okay, still. So you kind of do nothing. Funnel path might use them, maybe. Anchor is the start. That actually does it. All right, maybe it'll work now. And then yeah, so now the starting point should be on your goblin's feet position, like basically always. And so if path count is greater than, I kind of just want to do something like this. For I from 1 to path count minus 1, if the distance between path is the point, yeah, path I and goblin last position. I'm also actually, this is so annoying. Zero path. I have to get rid of Y so that it doesn't consider height. I think. Okay. If the distance is greater than 1 or something, the next point can be path I and break. So that I won't choose the point on your goblin no matter what. That's greater than 0.4, I don't know. Whatever. That'll mostly work. And now... when you find a path, you have to give it flags. Which is... oh, fuck. Which is something generic you don't care at all. But I don't know how to tell it that. I'll just say U64. And now, this has to accept flags, and things are kind of getting more complicated. I don't think this will slow down the algorithm like at all, though. Maybe. I'm not sure. So a node is only valid. How the hell would you do this? You will give it what you're allowed to walk through. So for example, if somehow magically it was red castle door and long jump, you have to satisfy both of those things with your flags. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, so I guess I'll add in your initial node no matter what, which is questionable, but we'll do that anyways. And then it's when you're pushing all the new adjacent nodes. Valid flags. Node flags, U64, user flags, U64. Yeah, otherwise, if you and these together, they have to equal... well, this already... that covers everything, right? If node flags is 0, then 0 equals 0. So... it's actually, that's all you do. So, if the adjacent node, which... flags... oh boy. Skip. Okay, well, this will probably work. The problem is I don't have flags yet, so this is why I said it's going to take a while. It won't be that bad now, though. I have to add all these helper functions because I wrote this in a really stupid, efficient way. Flag... it's not a buffer, actually. This is not even bad. This is just literally flags. Yeah, whatever. There's no buffery, contiguous memory shit going on. It's extremely easy. So nav mesh flags of this polygon. No, this one. Flags of this polygon is something. Level flags. That's it. But now, I have to have the one-way flags work, probably, technically. I mean, this is fine. So when you're doing the connected... Oh, fuck. Some of this is kind of complicated, though. We'll see. It's literally going through, like, n-squared polygons. So if A is B, skip. If polygons A, editor flags, and something. Editor flags is very specific. Where is it? There. If it's a one-way polygon. If it's a one-way polygon, for one-way polygons, we only allow you to go down. That's the logic. Somewhat incorrect, but there it is. Might change later. So then if I already have centers, guess I'll look at that. If centers BY is greater than this one, now you can continue. Yep. That means you're going up. But now this extremely depends on... Oh, it uses nodes. Never mind. Nice. This was smart. Good code, me. Nice. It uses the nodes to find the connected polygons and then adds the portals that way. So there's no discrepancy now. Yay! That should just work. Everything's done, actually. That wasn't hard. Now the one-ways should work, so you won't try to climb up a vertical wall. And also, I get, well... Huh. Hang on. What it should actually be... Like, okay, there are one-ways where you have a wall of one-ways, and you can go down any of them, but I don't think you can go left and... Actually, there's no reason why you can't go left and right on them. So how do you convey that? What is the actual one-way rule? I think it just makes it easier to say you can only go straight down them, probably. So, maybe. So in that case, I think they're invalid one-ways if any of the polygon B points are above any, or the center Y. Okay. So we will get, for every point B inside points of B, which I have, no I don't. Fuck. Yes I do. Yay! For every point B inside polygon B's points, if point B Y is greater than the center of this polygon's Y, it is not valid. Guess so. No flags, yeah, 124. Wait, what's wrong with this? Oh. Botmander 64. So your flags, I'm just gonna type it out then. You can jump. What are the flags? I don't even know. Name placing. Guess let's make this public. You can jump. That's it. I guess I'll say you can long jump for now and just watch him die. Well, let's see. Yeah, and then this is why I was like, I don't know how to make it generic, but cast, I guess. If editor flags, oh, it doesn't know what it is. Yeah, no, it doesn't. That's true. That. Wanted a U64. Okay, he's gonna... Okay, whatever.
The gates are opening soon.
He's gonna try and go over to the...
Princess.
I want to give him another flag. I want to say he also can go through red door? Singular? Red door. So I'm gonna have to spawn him on red team. Spawn him on red team, so in blue castle. We'll see.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare
bot,
to rescue
red.
our princess.
There he goes.
We've reached the enemy castle.
Oh, he's going to the blue princess.
Get to
I mean-
work, goblins.
Technically, he did it. Now what? I wanted him to go to the other princess.
Save me!
Well, okay. Let's spawn another bot over here. Go.
Help me!
Okay, he's gonna go suicide. Okay. Apparently my code to make him keep running if he's exactly on a point did not work, so... That was this. This is all temporary code anyways, but... I'm surprised that didn't work, though. Oh, and then I immediately override it. Whoops. Okay, it probably would have worked. So, if I want, I'd have to spawn a blue guy. Or fatting. Bot spawn
The
blue.
gates are opening soon.
Hey.
Prepare to rescue our princess.
I don't think it knows.
Get
Damn
to
it.
work, goblins.
How did it know bot spawn red? Wait,
Save
bot
me.
spawn? Command not found. What? Spawn bot. God damn it. Here he goes. Yeah, this guy's gonna commit suicide also. No. How does this make sense? I don't understand.
Save me!
He's looking this way like he's trying to go back to that point. But I don't know why.
Save me!
Maybe there's 2 points right here? Turned around the last second? Yeah, I think he's trying to go here. I think it's because he got point 2 away from this spot, which means he'll go to it, but the iteration starts at 1. I don't understand why he did that. I actually, maybe I understand. Because it's actually projecting onto the edge of the nav mesh. I'm just going to make it 1. It's actually projecting onto the edge of the nav mesh, so that's the start point, and then the actual valid point on that nav mesh is from the funnel is also the edge. So it probably places 2 points basically like on top of each other. That's my best guess. So if I just make it 1, the problem should most likely go away. I'll wait a minute for the timer to go up so he can actually leave the boundaries.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
What are you up to today, though, Nitrix Dev? Spawn bot. Blue? Yeah.
Get to work, goblins.
I'm gonna have to, like, expand the boundaries. He's, like, colliding with everything. Okay, oh, and then he can't jump. Fuck, I forgot he can't jump. Okay. So to make him jump, you do this. Maybe I'll get the nav mesh from the nav mesh manager and say get nav mesh, get flags or something. Node. And I mean, technically I know, also that means this should be here. I know that this should be this, and so we will, if node is greater or equal to 0, return context, maybe a node is less than context nav mesh nodes. Why not? Flags node. Okay. Hey, now that line. Trying a different approach to capsule collisions with triangle soups. For your own custom physics, you mean? What's up, not a flatline? Flatline, how's it going, man? Every time I say your name, I say not a flatline. I don't know why. I'll cast that. I don't know if I need to. Yeah, I fear physics. You should. Okay, so here's my get flags, and so I'm really not that sure how to do this, but it's gonna be something like... Shit, this is a problem. No, this is okay. Maybe. I'm not that sure how to check what point you're currently inside of. I can like hack it. This is absolutely not the right thing to do. But, well... I guess I'll also give you back nodes. This is a little bit weird. Nope, can't even do that because the funnel algorithm does not correspond to these nodes. I'm fucked. I could make it no, there's no point. Can't do it. Okay. What I can do. Yeah, this kind of sucks a lot. I'm gonna have to actually like modify my funnel algorithm to something. Probably include a point for every single mesh you intersect with, I think. That'll have to happen most likely. So then I can go and get the node values and check when you're within jump distance. Yeah, that'll have to happen. But without that, just to do it for now, maybe we'll try this. I don't think it's gonna work. I can maybe make it work. Goblin last position of the nav mesh. That is your current node, and then your next node is this again, plus towards the next point. So input vector is already normalized, times 0.5 or something. Very, very fucking stupid. If current node, well, input jump is nav mesh get flags, current node, or nav mesh get flags, next node. This is so dumb. And this. Big Boolean thing. Where'd I type that? Nav Mesh Manager 66. Yeah, so far the Nav Mesh Manager is completely pointless, by the way, but I think it won't be. Actually, it might just be forever. Okay. I have to spawn blue. That's right now what I have to do.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to
On
rescue
bot
our
blue.
princess.
Here he goes.
Help me.
How do you do that?
Get to work, goblins.
Wait, also, why are you stuck again? Why? It's putting his point... No, that's just where it's rendering. Something's not right. What is it rendering? It's rendering the funnel. Is it using the funnel to find the... Yeah, it is. It's finding the path from the funnel. I don't understand. This is the problem again. There's no fucking way. I kind of just want to see what the path is. I don't want to render it though. That would take a while to write that code. This code should absolutely be preventing him from getting stuck there. And I just want to spawn the bot and I want him to run.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Oh, what? Okay. Okay. One. Huh? Oh, that's fine. But still, it says it's 2, but then... That one's the one that's way down there. So it's like, I can see what's happening from these numbers. It actually chose the correct point. Like, that's right. But then, just for some reason, the input, when you normalize, oh, it's not subtracting y. I think that's the problem. God damn it. It's actually probably the whole problem. That's so dumb. That's your input vector. That shouldn't work that way. I guess because I'm normalizing, oh, it actually makes sense, because you can input fractional vectors like on a controller. So because I'm normalizing it, it's factoring in the y value, but then it's ignoring it. Okay, that all makes sense.
Help me.
Spawn them up here this time. Spawn
The
bot.
gates are opening soon.
No, I made it. Oh, he made it. Hi, what is your
Get to
OS?
work,
Windows.
Save me.
Jump. Yay! Yay! Goodbye. Crash. Okay, that's fine. Wait, why did it crash? -1. So, okay, that makes sense. 37. This is actually kind of relevant. Find path A star from the start node. So it's just going to be like, if start node is -1, turn nothing. If end node is -1, turn nothing. Insane. Insane. How you made this engine? Good question. Is this Visual Studio? Yes. How'd you know? How'd you know that? Okay, now let's remove long jump so he doesn't just die. We'll see if he makes it. That's kind of close to all I wanted to do today. I'll add blue door. Stop gaslighting people? No. C++ and OpenGL? Yep. Get my C++ code. What I thought, this was C#. You're past that already?
Save
It is
me.
whatever the people demand. Spawn bot red.
The gates are opening soon.
Interesting pathing.
Prepare to rescue our princess.
Save me.
Texter's go focus. The thinkers call him Jai. I do not believe the streamer. He's lying to you.
Get to work, goblins.
Look at him go. Uh-oh. I thought you could walk over that. I guess you can't. Can I push him? There you go, bud. Keep it up. Big test? Kind of. Oh. Okay, well, this is where having the nodes would be helpful. I think if I push them, it'll unstick them. There we go. Stop getting stuck on shit. Okay, he jumped going down. That's... Could you actually stop getting stuck on shit? Uh-oh. Wait, that's a one-way. No, 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 no.
We have captured an outpost.
Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen, actually. Okay, that might be the last thing I fix here. That was not supposed to happen. I mean, it's a one-way. And it goes through the points. If point BY is great, if any point B is greater than the nav mesh A center. Oh, that continues here. I'm fucking stupid. Continue A. No, B. Okay, that'll fix it. Well, it's like very close. I think the next correct thing to do is to add either all of the points or all of the, I don't even know, flag points? Oh, and use weights. I'm not using weights right now. I need to use weights.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Go, man, go. And this is every
Get to
frame.
work, goblins.
Every frame doing new pathfinding, so pretty good. Yeah, what? I need to expand my nav mesh apparently. Like, he's actually colliding with every edge in existence. He's so fucking fat. Look at him go. And then he's stuck. Okay, let me help you out. Help me!
We've breached the enemy castle doors. We breached the enemy castle.
Yay, he did it! Pathfinding kind of done. Amazing. Amazing. Pathfinding kind of done. Smart Goblin, a little bit. He needs to be smarter. The next thing to do, let me add it to my to-do. I haven't touched this file actually in a while. Funnel algorithm should give back nodes, and so maybe create a new point for every intersection? I need to do that. Use these nodes to determine jumps. Easy clap, yeah. Oh, and also then, shouldn't jump going down. Let's push all this stuff. Good progress. This is exactly what I wanted to do on stream. Can you use libfuzzer with Jai? It might be useful for the Pathfinder system. I actually have no idea what that is. Is that a real thing? What was the other thing I said I might do? There was going to be... I don't remember. I mean, I'm not doing the node stuff yet. That'll maybe be tonight. I could test it. I might as well test it on the grass map. Or yeah. Grass map, here we go. Yeah, it's an LVM thing. What? What does it do? Oh, it's for testing? I don't see why this would be particularly helpful. I don't know. If I wanted to test this thing, what? Oh, it doesn't know about this. Uh-oh. If I wanted to test this though, I would just write test into the actual code. That's all. Nothing crazy. I like, as a solo developer and being the only person well, for two reasons, I guess. Being the only person working on this game, so meaning I have very little time, and that I wrote all the code, so it barely changes without like me remembering. There's kind of no reason to write most tests. I just kind of throw asserts in some places for sanity checks, but the tests that I would write that I think have value also usually aren't worth my time, since I have very, very little time. So that's the problem. Based in red pill, yeah, no testing. Testing's for people that write bad code. I need to just actually just comment this shit out and then compile the server. No one knows. Uncomment, run. Magic. Okay. You do this full time, right? Yep. Spawn bot red.
The gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Okay, well, you wait on the wall.
Get to work, goblins.
That was a little weird. Oh, wait, what? But the water has weight. What? Oh, it doesn't use weight. Oh, he's dead. Goodbye, bot. Wait, what? He's so strong. I don't even know if he can get up there. I don't know. Oh my god, he can. Alright. Except they got stuck there.
We've breached the enemy castle
It's by my own creations. I don't know why he's stuck here. Oh, that's not supposed to be like that. That's why he's stuck there. Alright. Oh, it's so laggy. Push.
We breached the enemy castle.
Yay, he did it. He got the princess. Kinda. Cool. I mean, in all this pathfinding, even way back here was like 1 millisecond. In release mode, that's like 0.1 milliseconds. So, one problem is I'm not really sure how to do weights. I'm actually gonna have to think about that. There would be like a stupid way to do weights that I might not want, which would work more correctly. Yeah, it would work relatively correctly the more my polygons are like non degenerate, where they're like actually big shapes, where I just kind of take the polygon and I probably just do some math based on its area, and that's the weight. That's the distance traveled weight. Like, you know. Alternatively, because you're traveling from center of polygon to center of polygon. It might also be it might be fair to say just the distance either going into or coming out of the polygon is affected by the weight. I think that one makes sense. So this is a good final thing to test here, because this is pretty easy and will affect the pathfinding a lot. Not you. Okay. So I think what I'll do, entry heuristic is whatever the fuck, adjacency distance, yeah, adjacent distance is affected by weight. So this guy, nav mesh weights adjacent node. Easy. It's not really accurate, but it's probably accurate enough. And that's kind of the whole theme of how nav meshes seem to work to me, so. Okay. So just based on that, huh? Wait. What's wrong with that? Nav mesh builder, nav mesh. There's no weights. All right, we add that in. I forgot what I did. U32? S32? Let me go look. Weight is a U32. Okay, that makes sense. Weights. So after flags, weights. All right. I should also, this is gonna really fuck it up if it's ever 0, so this should be like max of U and 1. Let's restart one more time. This will be the final thing. Oh, it crashed though. But why? Nav mesh fielder 43. Nav mesh. Oh, that's why. So I made the weights on the water like 8 or 16 or something pretty big. So he should avoid going into the water now.
Help me.
Help me. Okay, let's try again. I kind of want him to... We'll try
The
here.
gates are opening soon. Prepare to rescue our princess.
Jump, jump,
Save
jump,
me.
jump.
Get to work, goblins.
I wanted him to go out the gate. But oh well. Okay, yeah, I mean, he avoided the water. Okay, sure. You can do it. Push. Oh, right, the door. Okay, well, that's about it. Hooray!
We've breached the enemy castle
The pathfinding
doors.
works.
We've breached the enemy castle.
Woohoo! So it's actually really pretty close to having bots just straight up work. So that's good. Because like most of the code I already spent a long time off stream making generic, so they'd work with bots and the actual goblin. Pathfinding uses weights, kind of. So kind of all that's left is like, there's not even much. I think there's going to be a lot of like hidden stuff, but in terms of actual work, I just have to kind of write the logic for like when they decide to do things, where they go. And they already should actually be able to cast abilities and stuff too. Very soon at least. So that'll be it. I have to finish designing a map today. So I'll do that off stream. Let me try and figure out who I can raid. Anyone have a raid opinion? Yeah, thanks for hanging out, you stance, even though it's like 5 AM or something for you. Vander. Alright. Who's that? There they are. Oh, Jai. Cool. Alright, we're rating Vander. Doing Jai. They must stream somewhat regularly because they have 700 followers, but I don't think I've seen them before. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, people. say hi to Mavandavander in a few minutes. Hang on. I'll be back Wednesday or Thursday. That's my plan. And then Wednesday or Thursday should maybe be like a relatively, a pretty decent bot stream with bots actually doing stuff, but we'll see. But yeah, alright, say hi to Mavandavander. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. See you Wednesday or Thursday.